Hi guys, welcome to the Deacon Ministry. As you know, one of the most visible things that we do is the Lord's Supper. And we want to keep doing it with reverence, with dignity, and in a professional manner. The easiest way to do that is to orchestrate all the moves. We've done that. The problem is getting everybody together to rehearse those moves. So we've come up with this video to solve that problem. And you know, video is convenient. You can watch it whenever you want. You can rewind it as much as you need to. Solves every problem. Now, you know we do the Lord's Supper at 9:30 and 10:58, and virtually the moves are identical between the services. That's what we're going to cover in this video today. First, we're going to start with the uniform. It's coat and tie and no name tags. Also, high heels. Okay, I'm just messing with you. I just want to make sure I had your attention. Let's get down to business. Okay? So, the thing you know about being a deacon is it means being a servant. So please be advised that you're expected to serve at either or both of the Lord's Supper services. Rene Grodier is taking over the Lord's Supper from me. What he'll do is that 1 to 2 weeks prior to any upcoming Lord's Supper, he will send you an email with the lineup, which is a fancy way of saying the assignments. Just acknowledge that email for him, please. Okay, this is the setup in Worship Center 1. The left side is the Love Him side. The right side is the Tell Them side. And of course the baptistry is here. You'll see this is the white table up in front here that has the trays on it. Back here we have a round black covered table at this door, one at this door as well. These are the main doors. This is the center. And this is where the audiovisual booth is. And of course the pulpit's up in front here. And you'll see deacons 1 through 6 labeled this way. Now here's a note about the numbering of the deacons. Deacons 1 and 2 are the point men, which are rotated monthly. These are assigned. Each of you will have your chance to be a point man. Details and responsibilities for that position are in the attachment to the same email, which gave you the link to this video. Please read it over and plan around the dates for the months which you are assigned as number 2. Then the following month you'll be assigned as a number 1. Specific dates for the Lord's Supper after the first of the year will be published soon. For your planning, normally the Lord's Supper is on the 3rd Sunday of the month, but it can move due to other immovable events planned by the church. Okay, let's say it's Sunday morning. First off, we need you to check in with your point man at least 10 minutes prior to the service so that you can receive instructions from him. At the start of the service, at the completion of the pastor's opening prayer, we will take up the offering. During this video, I'm going to demonstrate what the deacons on the left side do. Of course, the same thing's going on simultaneously on the right. So here's where each deacon goes to collect the offering. Deacon 1 will go over here to the center aisle, go down this section here. Deacon 2 will come here. Deacon 3 will take this. Deacon 4 will take this side. 5 and 6. Once you finish your collecting, you will gather at this door right here. This is the side door right next to the black table. Number 1 will be in the lead. And when the two groups, the left and the right groups, are ready, and this will be done by hand signals, you will proceed together so that you're going up the row simultaneously. Number 1 will lead right into the seat, and you'll be in your original seating positions when you get there. There's no rush to get back to your seats at this particular time, so do it expeditiously, but don't rush it. I want you to do it together between the left side and the right side. By the way, let me say this here. For those men who teach during the 9:30, we will make every attempt to protect your teaching time and not schedule you during the 9:30 service, except for the months where you're the point man. Teaching is a significant commitment and we respect that. However, if you want to be scheduled, let me or Renee know. After the offering, we will listen to the message. Bring your Bible. The pastor will do the invitation, and we'll be standing. So when the pastor says, "You come, I'll meet you," we all as a group will move forward from this position here up to the steps and pray. If you can't kneel, it's okay to stand. We just want to be up there as a group on both sides at the altar. Now, as the invitation concludes, return to your seat, but remain standing. The pastor moves from the invitation into the Lord's Supper pretty quickly. This is important, so listen to this. When you receive a tray, and of course you'll get the wafers first, stand fast, wait for the signal from the deacon giving you the tray to move as one group. And you'll go to the same section as where you went when you took up the collection. Excuse me, a couple of details. If the pastor's family joins him here on the front row, on either side, and Leslie will do this at the 10:58, the kids don't usually join him anymore. Go ahead and serve Leslie the element and pass by the pastor. He gets served at the very end, and I'll explain that in a minute. Okay, the people in the audiovisual booth have already been covered. They'll have their elements in the booth. You do not have to serve them, so number 2, number 3, don't go up into the audiovisual booth. And for the musician on stage, it's normally the pianist. He will have his elements as well. So when you finish distributing the wafers, you'll be back in this section here. I want you to come over here, put your tray on this table, take a wafer for yourself, and then line up here in front of the door just as you did after the collection. And number 1 will be in the lead, and you'll move right back up into here, and you'll remain standing. Now this section is a bit more detailed, so hang with me. The good news is when you check in with your point man before the service, he will give you a job slip, which tells you what you need to do. That will be your reminder of what we're going to discuss next. Let me say this about the job slip. Each deacon position, that is positions 1 through 6, has a specific task. That task needs to be completed. For example, one of the deacons is assigned putting the wastebaskets back in place after he dumps the contents. This is for the next service. So if you get distracted by someone asking you a question while you're trying to complete your task, be sure you get that task completed, or ask another deacon to do it for you if the question that's distracting you takes a while to answer. One last thing, be sure you get the job slip. What you've been assigned to do has got to get done for the next service. All right then, so let's get into these details. When you're finished distributing the juice, number 2 will be right here. You know, remember, he's done this section here from this side. Number 1 will be here. They're going to cross in a football play, and number 2 is going to give number 1 his tray. Number 1's going to continue this way. 2 is going to come over here and grab this wastebasket. Okay, number 1 should be in this area. If 3 and 4 have finished, number 1 can either grab the trays from 3 and 4, or 3 and 4 can put their trays on the table, and 3 proceeds over here to the wastebasket, and 4 proceeds over here to this wastebasket. This is really critical that you guys get into position, because everything is predicated upon you being there. I will not be able to serve the pastor until you're in that position. So I've got, just to summarize, I've got 2, 3, and 4 standing here as visual reminders for the pastor that we're going to be collecting the cups. So when I see you guys in position, I'll walk over here, serve the pastor. I'll get out of the way. The pastor will proceed with consuming the juice, and as soon as he does, I want all 6 of you guys, and that's 2, 3, and 4 over here, 2, 3, and 4 here. You're standing there with your wastebaskets. walking forward. That reminds the pastor that, oh yeah, the deacons are coming through the sanctuary to pick up the cups, and he will ask the congregation to pass the cups to the center. Really critical this works, because one time the pastor kind of jumped the gun on us a little bit, and as 2, 3, and 4 are walking forward, pastor dismissed the congregation, and they were like salmon swimming upstream. Okay, so one last thing here, just to be clear. When 2 goes up to collect his cups, he's collecting, people are passing their cups this direction. He's going to be collecting here. 3 will be going up this way, but you know how humans are. They'll see you. These guys on this end may be giving number 3 their cups. Just collect them. Don't worry about it. But your main purpose for number 3 is to collect from these people on this end. Same for number 4. You'll be proceeding forward. Collect from these people here. That's all we're looking for there. Now, as you guys are doing that, the cup collectors, I've got numbers 1, 5, and 6 are in the back right here. Number 1 is going to be picking up the wafer trays, go out the door, and go to the baptistry to replenish the wafers for the 10:58 service, or if this is after the 10:58, he'll just be taking the trays to the kitchen to start cleaning them up. 5 and 6 will be working at this table right here, making partial trays into full trays that we'll use at the 10:58. And again, if it's at the 10:58 service, they can pick up their trays and just exit out and go to the kitchen as well. And just so we're clear, I want to make sure you understand that after the juice distribution, all deacons will remain in the back. We don't return to our seats. Now that's a lot of info for you, but not to worry. As I said, the job slip is designed to remind you of the key points. The point of this video is to give you the big picture idea of what we're doing, while the job slip will give you the focus on the key task you need to perform. And when it's all said and done, remember, we're not doing this to impress our families, to please Pastor Scott or the congregation. Certainly we want to do that, but the main thing is this is truly for Him. This is for Jesus, and we will perform our function to the utmost of our ability to exalt the name of Jesus. If you guys have any questions, get in touch with me, email, or you can call 655-1981. And lastly, thank you guys for watching. God bless.